Hi, friends. This is my weekly Friday announcement to check in with you and offer a face that goes along with my comments on Canvas and maybe a word of encouragement. I hope you all are doing well and getting into a good rhythm. I have loved reading your replies to my announcements. I loved hearing about all the ways that you're creating your own schedules. Sounds like a lot of you are just doing amazing things, reading fun books, staying really active with exercise, spending good time with your family, setting up a good homework routine. I've been actually incredibly impressed with your responses. So thank you for sharing that. Um, I'm going to share with you a poem to start this time, and then I'll go through Canvas to give you some updates. So a couple weeks ago, someone from our church, a friend from our church, actually he also works at Point Loma, Dr. Carl Martin in the Lit department, he shared this beautiful poem that someone had written in response to the pandemic. And so I'm going to read it for you here. Feel free to close your eyes. Let this be a moment of meditation. It's not terribly long, but it's been a source of peace and encouragement for me. So I'm just going to read that for you here. It's written by a pastor named Lynn Unger, and it's called Pandemic. What if you thought of it as the Jews consider the Sabbath, the most sacred of times? Cease from travel, cease from buying and selling, give up just for now on trying to make the world different than it is. Sing, pray, touch only those to whom you commit your life, centered down. And when your body has become still, reach out with your heart. Know that we are connected in ways that are terrifying and beautiful. You could hardly deny it now. Know that our lives are in one another's hands. Surely that has come clear. Do not reach out your hands. Reach out your heart. Reach out your words. Reach out all the tendrils of compassion that move invisibly where we cannot touch. Promise this world your love, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, so long as we all shall live. I love that so much. So my prompt for you today, just another optional prompt, although I do love reading from all of you, is what are you finding to be sacred in this time of centering down, of sheltering in place? Is there a practice, a person that's helping you to, find some sacred space? Um, for me, I think there's a lot of different things, but the biggest thing is probably just really centering down with the people that I love, my immediate family, and just having so many moments of simple joys with my kids, going on lots of scooter rides around the neighborhood, and having dinners outside on our patio. The kids love that, but just really pouring into them with so much more time and energy than I've had in the past. That has been sacred for me. So what I'm going to do now is share my screen and show you, there's that poem. I'll link it to you as well. So here's our Canvas course. And as always, you can post questions in this discussion board, but no one's used it yet. So I'm assuming that means there's not a lot of questions about what's going on. Thanks for all checking in on the COVID discussion board. I haven't gone through that yet, but I look forward to reading your responses, maybe answering some questions that you may have in my next announcement. If you haven't posted a reply, you do need to reply to at least one person by tonight at midnight. So this is my reminder for that. So what's coming up next? Oh, another thing I wanted to share just really quickly with the immunization worksheet. Just make sure you read my comments on Canvas about that. I commented directly to you if something will be coming due soon or if there's things you need to get started on. But please keep it in your radar that starting in May, all of you will need to find a way to get CPR certified and also do your two-step TB testing. And hopefully Dr. Smith, who's our new sophomore team lead, will be sending out more instructions about those things that are required and how to upload those this summer before you start the nursing program in the fall. So what's coming up this next week? The main thing is our medical terminology and math test. I just published this. However, it will not be available until Monday at 3:30. So it's a very short window. It's just our class time frame from 3:30 to 5:30 is when the exam is open. You have 65 minutes to complete the exam. If you have an accommodation already on file with the DRC, then I have extended your exam time within Canvas. So that's already set for you. If you have questions about accommodations, just reach out to me. Please make sure that you do this short 4-question honor lock practice quiz before you start the real exam. The reason is to make sure that your system is set up, that you're ready to go for honor lock, and it has all of the same features that will be on the exam as far as like video recording and what you need to show, like a student ID, a photo, etc. So please make sure you do that practice quiz first to work out any kinks so that you're ready to go on Monday at 3:30 with the actual exam. You will need to have a laptop or desktop computer and the ability to turn your computer camera in a 360-degree view of your room so that you can show where you are and that there's no cheating going on. I also just want to put on your radar that we are going to have one live Zoom class this semester, and it's going to be on Monday, April 20th. There's no other things scheduled that day other than just submitting your Tell the Story paper, which is your interview paper. And what we're going to be doing something really fun on that day. We usually do this towards the end of the semester anyways. I bring in a panel of sophomore, junior, and senior nursing students. And you guys get to ask them all kinds of questions about how to survive and thrive in nursing school. It's a really fun time. Students get a lot out of it. So what I'm going to do here is this is just a discussion board where you can throw up your questions for the panelists ahead of time. You guys can like each other's questions so that I know which ones are resonating. And then we will provide these to our panelists before our live Zoom session on that day. So please keep that day open. Monday the 20th from 3:30 to 5:30. Probably won't take that whole time, but please make sure that you have that time available. If you have any other questions about what's going on in class or you just want to check in, I'm available by email as well. I hope you are doing great and look forward to seeing you live in a few weeks.